欢迎光临 Welcome to Meatless Kitchen and Market, where we cook fresh and clean. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Sally Wei, and today I'm going to share with you a very common dessert called muffin. In the United States, we not only eat muffin for breakfast, we eat muffin when we drink coffee. And we eat muffin when we drink tea, and we eat muffin when we're hungry, and we eat muffin when it's the middle of the night. So muffin is so versatile, we can eat anytime. So today I'm going to share with you a recipe that I love very much and requires a fresh ingredient. Of course, we are going to make muffin with fresh lemon and some fresh blueberry. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, you want to turn on your oven and set to 375 degrees if you have a smaller oven, or a fan oven, which is convection oven. If you have a regular oven, then please set it to 400 degree Fahrenheit. Then second, we're going to come to deal with some lemons. Now this one looks like I have chipped some of the skins because we need this very aromatic lemon zest. So what I'm going to do is I have this tool. If you don't, that's okay. Anything can do. Then I will start zesting it like this. But you don't want to zest it too deep to the white parts, because these white parts can be very bitter. You don't want to have any bitter taste in your muffin. So this is what we're going to do. I already pre-zest some of the skin off, and I'm going to show you why do I start with zesting the skin first. And why do I extract some juice first? Well, because I don't want to wash a lot of dishes. So if you make some lemon zest first, which will leave this still very complete lemon. And at this point, then I can cut in half. So here's my lemon zest. Then right here, I'm going to cut it in half. I have my traditional lemon juicer. Believe it or not, I found this the most versatile and easy to use. If you have some fancy stuff, of course, that's very convenient, and you just plug in and the machine will do it for yourself. But traditional way is sometimes good because it does not require electricity, which will save you a couple pennies. I'm just joking. Okay, so this is very easy, as you can see. And we're going to juice the other one over here. See that? I don't need to go to the gym because I can work on my arm. Unfortunately, I'm only very strong on my right arm. I wish I could do it on my left arm, but I don't want to have my lemon juice everywhere. So here, in our recipe, we will require 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And also, when we make the icing, we need more lemon juice. So it looks like I don't have enough. So I'm going to do another one. So you can see, I will start with it and gently just rub over. I have to tell you, this is really a great tool. I have some other tools, but sometimes I will actually cut my fingers because they're so sharp. I used to have one that you can mash ginger to it, and I used it to do my lemon zest. But constantly, I actually have my skin ripped off on the little tool over there. So see, this is very fast and very easy, and everything's collected down below. I got this in the local Bed Bath & Beyond, but I'm sure you can acquire it anywhere. Nowadays, especially with Amazon, you can pretty much get anything on Amazon. Okay, almost done. So lemon is the important part. And we use lemon to make a lot of dessert, which is really helpful in the vegan cooking. For a vegan cake, you're wondering how can we make the cake to rise without eggs? Well, of course, we're going to use the agent called baking powder and or baking soda. And sometimes we use both, like in today's recipe. But the ingredients really make it puff up and then rise is the acid. And we interact with baking powder, and that's why. So the trick to make vegan cakes is you must be quick. And before you mix your ingredient together, you have to separate your wet ingredient and your dry ingredient. So I'm gonna get to there very quickly. Okay, here we go. Now we're almost done with our lemon juice. And you're gonna ask me, what do I do with the leftover lemon? This you can slice it and put it in your cold water and make a lemon water to drink. Or you say, I got plenty of lemon, I don't need to do that. And I use this to make enzyme. Mix with a correct ratio with water and sugar. Then after 3 months, they become enzyme. What is good about it is natural fertilizer for your plants. Isn't that cool? Okay, here we go. Now we have our lemon juice, but I'm going to strain it because I really don't want to have any seeds in it. Okay, we'll let it sit and it will work its own way gradually. Now let's go to our dry ingredient. So here's my bowl. First of all, we are going to put 2 cups of flour to it. Now in the United States, we don't really measure. However, measured weight is the preferred way of when you bake. But if we're not doing it, be careful not to dampen or intense your flour. So see what I'm doing here? I have my flour here, but I have a fork. I am going to fluff the flour before I measure it. And when I do that, I will carefully make a 1 cup leveled, and do not tap on it because you don't want to have a very dense body of flour. So here's 1 cup, and here's another cup. Still again, use my finger. Gently, that's 2 level cups of flour. Okay, and we'll put that aside. Next, we have 1/2 cup of white sugar. This is organic sugar, so it's not pure white. I would strongly recommend you use organic sugar. The taste does not have this pure white sugar because they've been washed or bleached. So it has a little bit bitter taste to me, in my opinion, although it does look prettier. It's very white. Now next, we are going to have 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. In this recipe, it does require both. And of course, when you make sweet, you want to add a little bit salt. That will enhance the flavor of the sweetness. Here we go. I want to mix a little bit. Make sure you mix them well before you add your wet ingredient. Again, you're making vegan baking. It's a little bit different in the procedure than the regular egg cake. So you want to separate your wet and dry ingredients before you mix them together. Of course, today, this is called poppy seeds. It looks like charcoal, little pieces. But they will add some crunchiness in our muffin. So here we go. 1.5 teaspoon. Mix well together. Now we can set aside. I'm going to keep working on my wet ingredient. As I said before, I don't really like to wash a lot of dishes. So I've come up with this. I don't know if you recognize. This is actually a used pasta sauce jar. But do you see the 1 cup, all this measurement on the jar? We can use this thing. Now I'm going to measure 1 cup of coconut milk. So mix a little bit, make sure, and I can see where it gets to 1 cup. Here we go, 1 cup, right? 1 cup. Then it's going to call for 1/2 cup of oil. So I'm using canola oil. And see, it's already on 1 cup. So all I have to do is go up to 1.5 cup. So there we go. Not only it's very environmentally friendly because I reuse my jar, it's also very convenient. Now we need 1/4 cup of lemon juice. So here we go. I have my lemon juice. Let's see if I can make it a cup. 1/4 cup. I need a 1/4 cup of measurement. Let's see. 1/4 cup. I could have just gone here, right? See, I forget. Sometimes it does happen. Okay. Something that is a little bit interesting to some of you if you are new to baking, that we call it a pure lemon extract. This is kind of like an extract from lemon peels, so it has a very strong flavor. Sometimes the lemon flavor can be baked off. And when we get to our muffin, when we enjoy it, they say, wait, didn't you say it was a lemon muffin? But there's not much of a lemon taste left. So we have this that we will put 1 tablespoon of our, it's pure, so very natural, lemon extract. Okay, of course it comes to our zest. How do I open this? Sometimes I forget. Oh, I need to work on it. Oh, there we go. See how beautiful those are? Now we're going to use about 2 tablespoons to it. So I'm just going to put it inside my wet ingredient. 1, 2. Don't feel bad if you put too many or too much. Oh, it just smells good. Okay, now I'm going to mix. All right. Next step is I'm going to mix these 2 ingredients together. Before I mix them together, I want to make sure my muffin tin is lined with paper. If you don't wish to use paper, that's fine too. You can just oil a little bit of your tin cup right here, and then you don't have to use paper if you don't have any. So I have that ready, and I have my fresh blueberry ready. Because after I mix these 2, then I will gently fold in these blueberries. Don't be too rough because they're so fragile. Okay, here we go. Now here's the moment of truth. There we go. Oh, let me leave this on the side. Make sure it's really well mixed. Isn't this convenient? Don't you love it? It's so easy. Dump everything in. Ta-da! That's all. Mix it. Mix, but don't overdo it. You want to watch carefully. Make sure you scrape to the bottom. Mix into your bowl. Turn a little bit. You don't want to have any dry ingredients that is not interact with your wet ingredients. So right here, it's about the consistency. See? It's like a really thick dough. Very wet dough. Okay. At this moment, I'm going to get my spatula out. That will help with cleaning the bowls. And also, spatula is much easier to scrape to the bottom of the bowl. See that? Ta-da! It's good. Okay, now let's fill our cup This will be filled to the top of the seed. Don't overfill it. Sometimes they will recommend that just 80%, but I found this recipe is perfectly fine. You can fill it to the top. And now it's the moment that I'm going to fold in my blueberry. Go in, gently mix them together. Okay, now let me get a spoon that I will gently, don't want to, because the paper cup can be quite loose, so I'm going to fill a little bit, put some weight to the muffin cup so they stay. And this recipe can make 12 muffins for a big family, or maybe for a very hungry person. 12 big muffins. Okay. I'm just going to fill my first tin, and we'll work on that later. For some of you that have never had the poppy seeds before, it doesn't have any taste. It just provides some kind of crunchiness when you bite into it. It's always very interesting and then very surprising for me. I'd love to see this little tiny little black dots in my muffin. It's different than sesame seeds. You know the black sesame seeds? Black sesame seeds are very flavorful. And if you use black sesame seeds, it could take away some of your delicate lemon flavor over. So if you absolutely don't have any poppy seeds, that's okay, you don't put in it. Does not change to the beautiful flavor we have in our muffin. Okay, see that? I filled it almost to the top. I would say about 95%. If you feel completely 100%, it could overflow. But because this recipe does not have a running batter, so you don't have to worry about that. Now look at this. It's not pretty. Okay, I'm going to put it in the oven. Be right back. Now we're going to bake it for 15 minutes, but I don't think we have 15 minutes to wait. So I have made some muffin earlier because these muffins that we just came out without decoration. We're going to make an icing today just to make it more lemony. Okay, you don't want to decorate it or ice your muffins unless they're completely cool. So this is the way they came out earlier. Now I'm going to peel open. If you can see the muffin, it's very, very squeezy. It's very, very soft. And it stays soft for days. What I recommend is after it's completely cool, then you can put it in an airtight container. You can, even if the weather is very hot, you don't want to leave it outside in case it spoils. You can always put it in the refrigerator and stay moist and soft for days. I'm sure it's going to be gone before you even think about it. Okay, so now let's go on and make some icing. You do not need to make icing if you prefer not to have too much sweets in your diet. But here I have 1 cup of powdered sugar. Regular sugar does not dissolve very well, and it's very grainy, so it doesn't really taste very well, and the mouthfeel, it doesn't feel very good. So I just recommend to use a powdered sugar. So 1 cup over here, and now I'm going to put 4 teaspoons of lemon juice. I think I'm going to need to filter this. I don't have enough over there. I'm going to filter a little more of my fresh squeezed lemon juice. If you don't have any lemon, but you have store-bought, you know, like the bottle, they say, oh, fresh squeezed lemon juice. So you buy 1 home. You can use that too, but be aware, after a while, the lemon juice can turn bitter. So only fresh squeezed lemon juice is strongly recommended. It's strong. You don't need to if you prefer not to have a bitter muffin. So this is strongly recommended. Okay. Let's see. Maybe this 4. I'm pretty sure that's 4 teaspoons. You think? Okay. Well, let's add the lemon juice first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Later, I'm going to have some water if I don't think it's thickened enough. You see? Start to get thickened. And I would like to put some zest to it. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of the zest. Lemon zest. Okay. I don't think it's a little bit too thick. So I need to go get some water. Well, actually, I only need a little bit. Let's see. Oh, that's not too bad at all. If you don't mind to be very lemony, you could replace lemon juice with water. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use lemon juice only. So let me do just a dab. Okay. Not too much. If you really want it to have the consistency, can you see? It feels like condensed milk. Condensed milk. Okay. Here we go. Now we're going to decorate. We're going to put icing on our muffin. So let me get another spoon. Here we go. Let's do very simple decoration. Just gently smeared on top. Smear. That looks good. And that smells good. You like lemon, like me. I can have a lemon every day. Hope you do too. So I heard that it's really good for you, especially for ladies. And also good to cleanse your stomach and your bowel and help with your bowel movement. It has lots of vitamin C, which is vitamin C is the medicine of youth, if you know. Let's see. Excellent. That looks yummy. Now I'm going to be right back. Let me get my plate. I think I am ready to dive in for one of those muffins. So, if you like muffins, please try this recipe. And don't forget that we're giving away this beautiful and high quality apron for anyone who try our recipe and put your photo either on our Facebook or send me your photo via our email, which is meatless.kitchen.market@gmail.com. You will have a chance to win this beautiful, and I think this one's cute apron. This week, we are going to give away one winner per week for 20 weeks. That means we have 20 aprons to give away. And hope you enjoy our show today. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the like and also ring the bell on the side so you can be notified whenever we have a new episode. So thank you very much for coming and watching my cooking. This is lemon blueberries poppy seeds muffin for you. Thank you for coming. I'll see you next week. Bye.